And here we are once again for another session of the 100 line. Oh man, it does feel like a while since I last played this, and it doesn't, it hasn't been that long. I think it was was it Friday? I think it was Friday. I don't know. I don't even know. I just want to get back into it because I am so interested in seeing what we're gonna deal with this time. Because of course, last time we had the whole thing between Shoma and Korara, and now the only two characters that are not part of our team are Ima and Kako, or rather, that are not fighting for our team. And that's very interesting for many reasons, I would say, because, we've been seeing Kako has been trying a lot to, she's been trying her damn best to break free of, Ima's control chains, and she just can't bring herself to do it, right? Ima is just such an important force for her that she can't bring herself to, disappoint him or anything, because one of the things she hates the most is, everything that makes her brother sad. So, very interesting stuff, and there's the whole thing about her, future vision and shit. And also the fact that these two are the only ones who knew each other back at the Tokyo Residential Complex and seem to remember each other. I have a couple thoughts on that. Part of me thinks one of them is not necessarily the one the other met on the Tokyo Residential Complex. It's just a very convincing replica in one way or another. It's a different situation where of Takumi and Nozomi, right? But I really don't have enough evidence to make any theories on that, I don't think. So I'm just kind of mostly keeping those thoughts to myself. But yeah, last time we also had this invader that came to the academy on day 44, and apparently this was the same type of invader, or maybe even the very invader that captured Moko Mojiro, the member of the second to last defense academy that sacrificed herself to save Nozomi in battle back then. And that was very interesting. And this invader right here apparently had the capacity to brainwash our troops. And this is interesting for a couple of reasons, because if they can brainwash us, then that opens possibilities that are kind of scary, and of course the most daunting of which is the idea that the commanders we have been killing, who are, by the way, very humanoid, who also use hemoanima and seem to sometimes have a lot of humanity in them, there's a possibility that they are just brainwashed members of our team, right? Maybe former defenders or something. And that is an interesting thought, because one, Hideko has disappeared. We don't know about her. And one of the invaders, the really strong one that basically destroyed us at Second to Last Defense Academy, and then forced Nigo to destroy the whole place to prevent him from learning the secret about that academy. That one sounded a lot like Hideko. So it does. The game is putting those thoughts into my head, most certainly. So yeah, this is something to keep an eye out for. And unfortunately, we destroyed this guy, and we got no leads on Moko. However, there's also the possibility that this very guy right here was Moko, and we didn't know about that. But I find that hard to believe. But yeah, and then the next day, we just cheered our team. We just put our hands on top of each other and just screamed very cheesy lines made by Aotsuki, of course, because who else would it be? And we're just kind of coming together as a team, and it's been one of the most fun things about this game, just seeing how these characters are growing together. And again, the only two that aren't part of this team per se is are Ima and Kako, the Tsukuma twins. And Kako is mostly being dragged by Ima, because Ima is the one who doesn't want to be a part of this team. And I think I can we need to learn more about Ima, but I think the route they're going with Ima is this guy is just so untrusting of people, because he had to live his life trusting only himself. He couldn't trust anyone. He was homeless. He didn't have anyone to count on really. So he like tries to be kind of defensive and protective of himself, and it drags Kako to that as well, because Kako is probably the only thing that that he could like turn to whenever he needed. So he wants to protect her as much as he wants to protect himself, or maybe even more, right? So I think that's kind of where we're going with him, and I think I'm like one of the things I'm most excited for is learning more about Ima, and it seems like we're getting near that part now that everyone but him and Kako are fighting for the Last Defense Academy. So yeah, very cool. These characters are all in my heart. I fucking love this team, and I can't wait to see what this session has in store for us. We're gonna be jumping right into a free time. And yeah, Shoma also used his like he called his like demand from the second to last team, and literally the only thing he asked was for everyone to get along, which I predicted, because of course it made too much sense, and it was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, let's jump into it, and I should raise the volume of the OST a little bit. Should be good around here. Alright, so what should we do? Whoops. Let me see. Dr. Tsubasa, Inautsuki, and Kurara. I would like to read a little bit, because I do need to up my science level. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read it to the end. And of course we don't get... Yay, science level 2. Okay, so we can upgrade a bunch of stuff now. But we don't have any extra free time today. So we're gonna do it another time.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
I feel like we're nearing the time of the ghost showing up again.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Looks like another day's over. There's nothing to do here at night. I'll just go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. And so our 45th day at Last Defense Academy ended without incident. Okay, day 46, nothing happened, it seems like. I wonder what will happen in day 50, man.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 46th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Love to hear it. Never gets old. Right after the morning announcement ended, another sound echoed through my room. The doorbell. I believe that might be Aotsuki.
Huh?
Who could need to talk to me this early? Could be Nozomi as well. Not really expecting anything. I opened the door. I got a shock when I saw who was there, though. Shoma? Oh, Nozomi, okay. Good morning. Do you have a minute? Morning. Sure. Come on in. I did my best to act like I would if I were welcoming any other friend into my room, but it wasn't convincing. I was still nervous around her, even more so now that we were alone. Now that we've cleared everything up between our two groups, I can tell you about this with a clear conscience. The world death? Holy shit, I got chills. Like, this OST was placed so well, I got fucking chills. It's time you knew about world death. Okay, what is it then? Is it like a fucking threat? So I think world death is like the invasion, right? So we have these invaders, and they're like threatening the Tokyo residential complex, and our duty is to like fight them. We were chosen to fight them, and the only thing that can like destroy them is the Himo Anima, and we're the only ones who can use it. Is that what world death is? Is world death the event of the invasion? I also think I didn't read this line. It's time you knew about world death. According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. Okay, I forgot about this line. So, it's more like the Tokyo residential complex is like a shelter, because I feel like the entire world might be like in ruins, because we've seen that, right? Like, we've seen everything in shambles. And the Tokyo residential complex is like the one, they even like labeled it as that. The bottle aquarium, where like we can like still exist in like a livable biosphere, right? But we need, like, something needs to hold off the invaders from destroying our last peaceful place. So that's why we were brought here, right? That's part of the research. That's part of Vimo Anima. It's probably the thing that links everything together. Now, this is crazy, because if this is right, then my theory of the Tokyo residential complex not being real might be a little crazy. Or maybe... this is so weird. This is so weird. More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. Okay. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Did you really tell me? That's great. It's been on my mind for a while now. We're going to tell everyone together. When you're ready, come meet us in the war room. The war room? Okay, I'll be right there. And one more thing. You said you knew someone who looks just like me. Could you tell me a little more about her sometime? I love this pose of Nozomi. It's so cute. And, wow. This is a wild question. If it's okay with you, I mean. Flashing me a gentle smile, Nozomi left the room. Never thought she'd be the one to make the first move. I'm glad she did, though. I was too nervous to bring it up. Someone who... Wow. Is that the first time we highlighted the text in yellow? What the shit? That's new. Why is that highlighted in yellow? I cannot help but feel sus. What the fuck? No, like, seriously, I don't think the game has ever done that. That's so weird. Every highlighted text was red up until now. That's crazy. Huh. Someone who looks just like her. I don't know if that's the way I'd put it, but... No. First things first. I should head over to the war room and hear what they have to say. It's so weird, man. Like, every single time, something more weird just keeps popping up. And I'm so sus about this yellow text. Why is that text yellow? Why, in the name of the Lord, why is that yellow? I wonder if there's anyone here. Oh, Kako's here. I want to talk to Kako. Oh, I so want to talk to Kako. Hi, Kako. What are you doing here on your own? She's been a lot on her own recently, right? Anything that has to do with exactly what I was talking before. Like, she's trying super hard to break free from Mima, but she also can't fully bring herself to do it. She can't fully commit to that. Yep. Yeah, exactly. But wait, haven't you said this exact thing the other day though? I feel like I'm having a deja vu here. I was thinking, is it okay for me to carry on like this? Even Shoma found the courage to change for the better. I wish I could be more like the rest of you. fighting to protect the people I love.
Huh?
Aww, and isn't that kind? Like, she just wants to protect Ima. Aw, man. That's so cute, cause like, he's trying to, it's so, I love it, cause Ima is trying to protect her from the world, and that's why he's so, so strict with her, and in terms of the things she's allowed to do. And she just wants to step up and protect him in return. This is so cute. Are you sure you're alright? Kaka walked away, heading for the war room with a profoundly thoughtful expression on her face. This is adorable. Dun, 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 dun. I think the war room is right here, yeah? Yeah. It seems like everyone's there already. Yep. Okay. Why didn't I just teleport there? Alright, looks like everyone's here.
Yes, indeed. All the dull-eyed simpletons with no refinement, no social standing, and no future, all gathered together in one place.
The future is an unwritten book. I could still make something of myself. Anyway, let me cut right to the chase. We called you all here to talk about royal death. You said before that it was what caused this war between us and the invaders. What is it exactly? Well, I'll tell you everything that Nigel told us. It's a long story, but bear with us, okay? Hit me.
That's your cue, Kyoshka.
What? Me? But I haven't prepared anything. Are you gonna tell this story in manga form?
You're in charge of explanations. It's what you're good at. Explanations and exhibitionism, you're double threat.
I am not taking my clothes off. Fucking love these two, my god. Don't worry, I'll take the lead here. I'll take my clothes off. Sorry. Nozomi has finally agreed to tell us about world death. We should let her speak. Alright. Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back in the Tokyo residential complex, did you ever hear about something called Planet? I got fucking chills! I got fucking chills. Cause yeah, the biosphere that they lived in was artificial, and this is interesting for so many reasons. One, because this is Nozomi we're talking to, and Karo was the one obsessed with like stars, with like wind and climate change, seasons, everything, right? So I do assume that planet Earth was such an alien concept to the TRC, and in one of the books in the library, we learned that the people living in the TRC are not exactly descendants of Japanese people, but from the Tokyo residential complex itself. So that implies that they have been living there for a really long time, to the point where they're so alienated to the real world, right? So yeah, this is a wild line drop here. Planet Earth? I've heard of it, sure. I can't say I know very much about it, though. Same here. From what I read in the library books back home, it's where humanity used to live. Right? So are we not even in planet Earth? What the actual shit? So, oh my god, like, is the world actually fucking destroyed? Like, world death? Because, like, I assumed we were in planet Earth right now, because we can see stars, and we can feel the wind. there's like a night and day cycle, and everything like is in ruins. So I assume that was like we were experiencing the cascade effects of world death right now. Huh.
They mention it in old manga sometimes too. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than a complex.
I think that's about all any of us know. They kind of skimmed over the subject in school. Humanity once lived all over planet Earth. The population was in the billions. And they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky, just like the one here.
Billions? That many?
But then, a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer able to support life like it once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. To combat this, giant underground shelters were constructed to house the survivors before humanity died out completely. So that's what you meant before. Interesting. Underground shelters? You mean... I was gonna say, holy shit. Wait, so technically we're still in Earth, we're just underground, right? Or, well, we were in the Tokyo residential complex, because now God knows where the fuck we are. And, listen, that's all if what Nego said is the truth, right? You gotta take this with a grain of salt as well. That's what the place where we grew up really is. The Tokyo residential complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. Shelter? The whole thing? All this happened a long time ago, so even Nego wasn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. Interesting. But so far as we know, our community in the Tokyo residential complex is the last of humanity, and has been for hundreds of years now. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Wow, we're really getting a history lesson today, huh? I never even knew there was a time before the TRC.
And world death is what forced everyone down there? Just what kind of phenomenon is it?
Essentially, the planet began killing itself. What the shit? Huh. I love this piece of music. I think like the music is complementing so well the exposition we're getting here, and just like the tragic aspect and also the I don't know the seriousness of it, right? The how cold of a truth it is. I don't know how to phrase it exactly, but I feel like this music fits this so well. Because, like, my thoughts are just racing over what I'm learning. And this music in the background is like, it's just bread and butter with the situation. And I don't know what she means by that. Like, killing itself? Well, did a virus or some sort of biological phenomena started degrading life? What? It did what? According to Nego, the Earth has a life of its own, and while it's not quite like ours, it has its own will too. Interesting. We're getting into like Final Fantasy VII territory here. When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all around the world. Wow! Okay, so it's almost like the planet itself was committing suicide. And isn't it poetic that we engage in battle by literally stabbing a knife on our chests? So we basically combat death with death. Isn't that interesting? That was real death. The planet tried to kill itself? It can do that? But what drove Earth to do that to itself? Remember how he said the human population was in the billions? Well, they all needed somewhere to live. They developed and cultivated the world around them as they saw fit, not really giving a crap about the long-term consequences. So, So, was it the human action that caused the cataclysm, or was it the planet itself that, like, got mad at that and decided, nah, I'm off? I'm a little intrigued. Pretty soon they were draining the planet's resources faster than it could replenish them.
Not to mention the many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left Earth permanently scarred. It couldn't put up with that kind of abuse. It couldn't put up with that kind of abuse forever. Something had to change.
This is so weird. Like, okay, I'm following, but this is weird.
I'm not surprised. Leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back and abusing them on top of that sounds like my scumbag
brother. What the actual fuck? Daro Miyamemia. Who the fuck is your brother? And please tell me more about him. Cause this is nice in terms of a character moment, because we've heard from Darumi that her home life was literal hell, and she never expanded on that too much. But I did postulate that could have basically everything to do with the fact that she's a psychopath, that she is just that she just wants to, like, numb herself to life with all those extreme fetishes that she has, right? I don't even know if you can call it fetishes really, but like obsessions, because like she's crazy about murder, she's crazy about killing games, she isn't afraid to off herself if she's too bored. So, like, yeah. I wonder if that has something to do with her bro. And by any chance, are you and Yugamo from the same family? That's one of the fucking biggest things in my mind.
They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing.
Of course, the Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. But no one recognized those disasters for what they were. They ignored the warning signs and just kept on keeping on.
Right, just like how he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence.
What the actual fuck? Holy crap! I'm in shock. Because this is really messed up. I feel like everything we've seen from Darumi so far, she has been 99% of the time very over the top. And we never got to see the more, I would say, human side of her. And it makes sense that we see that when we're talking about humanity and how they kind of like destroyed themselves. So like the tragedy itself brings to surface a lot of those memories from the past in Datomi, and that has to do with his seemingly very violent brother. And wow, he got the eviction notices and restraining orders. So like, were people trying to expel him out of home, and he was fucking ignoring that, and just using violence to keep, to stay at the house? This is so fucked. Yeah, seriously, Tsubasa. You're making it really hard for us to ignore you. Finally, Earth reached its breaking point and... Damn. This is really fucking interesting. Wow. So that... I fucking love this. I got chills. Because, yeah, I know I'm talking a lot about this, and I'm kind of going in circles because I'm basically repeating what I've already said. But, yeah, when you're faced with like, people who are just taking things from your life and you don't, just can't put up with them anymore, like, what do you do, right? What does Datomi do? She shut herself up, and she needed stimulation. She needed something to, like, keep her mind off of those issues, to, like, turn herself off from the world and her problems. And the things that gave her the most stimuli and the most thrills were gory enemies, were eroge, were, fucking killing games. Probably Danganronpa, right? God. See... This is the type of stuff I fucking love in Kawasaki Kodaka's writing. Like, you can't argue that Datomi was kind of an exaggerated and ridiculous character, intentionally. And she's always kind of been, right? But the thing about the way Kawasaki Kodaka writes its characters, like, you can even see that in someone like Kurara. Like, she's ridiculous. The moment you meet her, you're like, oh my god, how the fuck is this a character? And, Kawasaki Kodaka sells you in characters like those. Like, Kurara became my favorite character in the game, probably. And Datomi has always been one of my favorites. And right now, she's just becoming even better. Because we get to see the true reason for all that ridiculousness. Because I think, they even said that himself in the game, like, I think it was a line from Takumi. He said, all of us are a little weird, or maybe it was Aotsuki that said that, and that is true. Every single character in Danganronpa is wild, is exaggerated, is kind of crazy in their own way, and that's no different here in the 100 line. And Kawasaki Kodaka makes you care about characters like those, and makes you kind of look past the more exaggerated aspect and the more quirky aspect of these characters, because ultimately everything is there for a reason, and no matter how crazy or absurd it might seem, when you really tunnel down to it, it makes a lot of sense. And it, like, the initially quirky and ridiculous aspects become some of the most compelling traits of a character in Kawasaki Kodaka's writing, and that's one of the things I love about this. And I'm getting chills all over again. I love this shit.
You can tell us your twisted family history later. Just shut up for a minute.
No, don't shut up, just keep on. As I was saying, Earth turned to its last resort to kill itself and take mankind out with it. So are the invaders a product of that? I wonder if, like, the invaders are trying to like chase us because we are the last of humanity, and the Tokyo residential complex that we're supposedly protecting is the last of humanity, and Earth is like looking for revenge. Just gotta admit, World F is a pretty shitting name. It is. It's more literal than I thought.
Oh. So the planet dying, the planet choosing to kill itself, was humanity's fault? Not a pleasant thought, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then.
It's hard to imagine the kind of overwhelming despair that would make something do that.
Once world death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren, hostile. Billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct is because a handful of communities were able to escape into the shelters.
Our descendants. Like the Tokyo residential complex.
Have you ever wondered where the name comes from?
Tokyo residential complex?
Fair enough. Most of the people in the complex are descended from the residents of Tokyo, a metropolis that stood on the surface hundreds of years ago.
It makes sense that they would not even know what Tokyo is, right? Never even crossed my mind.
Of course, it's been so long that no one remembers what kind of place it was or why it was called that. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living underground for centuries. Until we were brought here, the complex, the shelter, was our entire world.
We ain't in the complex anymore, so you're saying this is what the surface looks like now? Yeah. Basically the reason why everything is in ruins.
This is what Earth became after it was ravaged by world death.
Makes sense, but again, take everything with a grain of salt because we fucking don't know. Maybe this is just what we have to believe, and that's why Nigel told us. But it does, I will say, it does tie a lot of things together.
This is the land where our ancestors lived. You can see now why they had to go underground.
For real? If it's that bad, should we even be here? Shouldn't we get back to the complex and...
The complex isn't necessarily any safer. Not anymore. What do you mean? The TRC's days are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon. Interesting. What? Why? How?
World death is still going on. It won't end until all life on the Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until our little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up the ghost.
Damn.
No way! There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death and give everyone a brighter future.
The Last Defense Academy. And the name fucking... The name fucking makes, gives off a bigger sense of importance now, doesn't it? Oh, okay.
And that's whatever is in the defense room of this academy. Or so Nigel said.
It can save us from world death? But what is it? What is this school here to protect?
Perchance, it's a set of mystical artifacts that grant a single wish when brought together.
Shenlong, I invoke you!
Or maybe it's just one, and we'll have to set out on a journey across the universe to collect the others. A grand tour, if you will. What, you think you can just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back?
Oh, okay, my daughter voice is a little off.
What, you think you can just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Get with the program, Grandma. It's all about permadeath these days. Once you're gone, you're gone!
Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are even more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting. Can you two have this discussion somewhere else? Unfortunately, Nigel didn't have clearance to actually tell us what's in the defense room. Said it had to remain secret so even the enemy couldn't get wind of it. I mean, fair. But there was one thing he was very clear on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope.
Well, that sounds ominous.
And we're fairly certain that something is going to happen on our 100th day here. Something's going to activate, or awaken, or something. This is crazy. Oh, what a way to get me hyped for day 100, man. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is gonna happen inside a defense room on day 100? Jesus Christ. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We'll be able to live and thrive on the surface again. Hello, Adrelis, what is up? Here we are, just fucking losing our minds over some exposition here. We're just learning that World Death was apparently the event in which the planet decided to turn against humanity and killed itself and wanted to take humanity with it. And now, we're fucking losing our minds. We're learning that that's why we're protecting the Last Defense Academy, because there's something in the defense room that's like our last hope, and it's gonna allow us to go back and live in the surface again after we've been sheltered in the undergrounds for hundreds of years. All we have to do is make it to day 100.
Nozomi said it's our last hope, but last chance might be more appropriate. If we mess it up, mankind is done for.
The lore bomb, seriously, I'm loving this, and you missed that, but Datomi is kind of going on about how how the situation kind of mirrors her house life with her seemingly abusive brother, which is something she hadn't brought up until now, and I kind of went on a big fucking 10-minute tangent talking about how interesting that is for her character and how it ties to her passion for extreme things such as violence and eroge and all that stuff, because it was kind of her escape from that hellish life she had. Our last chance. Huh? And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening? I feel like Ima doesn't believe that shit.
Yeah, the invaders are another thing we didn't get that many details on. But judged by what we have been told, we've come to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, like, Earth kind of, the invaders are born from Earth in one way or another. Like, something summoned by a curse?
The Earth must have given birth to them to further advance world death and the eradication of all life on the planet.
I feel like my Kurata voice has gotten a lot better.
You've seen the way they fight. It's not such a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school.
So they're not actually an invading force so much as manifestations of the planet's will? That's crazy. Then the Earth itself is the final boss here? How are we supposed to deal with that?
Things have gotten really heavy, huh?
Oh, sorry. I started getting nervous again. Now do you see why it's so important that we protect whatever is in the defense room from the invaders? We haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us. The hopes and dreams of all mankind rests on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over. So that's how it is. There you have it. a comprehensive summary of the situation. This is why we must strive for nothing less than total victory.
Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to that comprehensive summary at all, you glory-hogging chowderhead.
Forgive me. That was never my intent.
If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear your contrition for all to see.
My God, Kurata!
But leave those ridiculous sneakers on, or you look even more exposed that way.
My God, I fucking love you, Kurata.
Oh,
Why the sudden fixation on me getting naked, Lady Kurata? I feel like Kurata is kind of, might be, a little, you know, a little into Kyoshika, and that's why she keeps asking that. If everything you told us is true, then yes, we do understand now. We finally know that this war is all about and how important it is. Better late than never, I guess. It explains the difference in the two groups' attitudes as well. So no wonder Nozomi and the others have such a strong sense of duty. Exactly. That makes a lot of sense. Us, on the other hand, Siri was killed before we could hear about any of this. We've just been fighting for our own reasons in our own disorganized way. Damn, I wish I'd known this sooner. I'm more fired up than ever now.
Hey!
Fighting to save people? That's one thing. But saving all of humanity? That's on a whole nother level. If we pull this off, we'll be heroes. We'll probably get a reward and everything. A bunch of babes, probably. I think you're still thinking small, which makes sense, because you've never seen big sums of money, so you don't even know what a big sum of money really is. And $1 million is probably like, absurd to you. I mean, if we save all of mankind from destruction, no one's gonna begrudge us a couple million yen here or there, right? I knew whatever was going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I might have been better off not knowing.
I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending an unremarkable nematode like me. But since I'm here, I guess I should give it my all too.
Don't worry. So long as we work together, we can overcome anything, even world death. Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a more united front. This doesn't feel like some random war we're forced into anymore. It's so much more than that. Darami? Okay, so some of us are taking it better than others. It is a lot to take in after all. Yeah, I assume a lot of the situation, in a weird way, mirroring her life has made her remember a lot of the really atrocious things she had to live through, and that's gonna have some effect on her for sure. Sorry to have to be the fly in your ointment, but I still have some reservations. Now more than ever, I have to wonder, if this mission is so important, why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers? You're not random, you all have the blood that works with the Hemoanima. And the Hemoanima seems to be the only thing capable of destroying the invaders, so that's that's why you were chosen. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Nigo didn't seem to know anything about the selection process. Maybe there's a clue in the dreams Shoma's been having? Yeah. The ones about us being experimented on in that place? Kamukura General Hospital, was it? Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on.
I'm sorry, my peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much.
What you think, Emma? Kaku? Does all this make you want to fight like the rest of us? Us? Fight? Huh? Yeah. Humanity's future's on the line, you know. Mr. Yakushiji, I think you need to get your hearing checked. I've already made my position quite clear. I don't care about humanity. I don't care what happens to the complex or to the planet for that matter. Yeah, all you care is your little sister, your dearest sister. We have no reason to get involved, so we'll just leave the fighting to you. Isn't that right, sister dearest? Okay, Kako. Are you gonna agree with that, or is the time where we're gonna break off?
But if it's to defend all of mankind, then...
See, my dear sister agrees. Let the girl talk for herself, man. If that's all, we'll be leaving now. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm positively famished. Good luck with the whole saving the world thing, everyone. Nonchalant as ever, Ewan turned and left, dragging Kako along behind him. Damn.
Okay, Salty seriously wrong with the Wonder Twins over there. How can they remain so detached from everything?
They're like two self-obsessed peas in a pod. Still cute, though. Two young people today have no notion of social responsibility, but fear not, the holy Shimonji sword and I will beat some sense into them. Leave them, Kiyoshika. Trying to force them will only push them away further.
That's just the way they are. There's not a whole lot we can do about it.
You okay, Eito? I'll be fine. This long discussion is starting to take its toll on me, that's all. Interesting, because, like, it feels like... This might be a little crazy, but it feels like, Eito's condition gets worse whenever something bad happens with the group, or, like, some rift is formed. Right? And, like, it wouldn't be too crazy if that's an actual allergy he has, like, he has an allergy to, like... Not conflict necessarily, but like to like breakups, I would say. Right? Because Shoma has his like allergies to conflict or whatever the fuck, to violence. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's his condition. We have been talking for a while now. Maybe we should end the meeting here and give everyone some time to process this information. Good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I am so interested in what Darumi is what's gonna happen to Darumi, man. She'll probably short circuit if she has to listen to any more. Everyone else seemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. What a way to start the day. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale, though. Protecting the school means putting a stop to world death. It means bringing hope back to a dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting. For the good of humanity, for everyone back in the complex, and for Kadoa. Now that that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Do.
Do not address me so casually. Think of the damage your vulgar saliva would do to my delicate skin.
Okay, Kurata. Fair enough. Okay, we can talk to Eito. However, I do want to upgrade my stuff now that I got science level 2. Is Tsubasa at the garage? Nah, not the garage, the Matto shop. Yo, Shoma's at the bathroom? Hi, Shoma. I want to talk to you, because I think the idea of talking to him in the bathroom is kind of funny. Yeah, let's upgrade our stuff. Oh wait, I don't have resources. Oh, I might need to go on a hunt. Let's see if I can get things around here. There was something I needed science level 2 for, and I don't remember what that was. Was that Takemaru? I feel like it was Takemaru, yeah. No. The enemy? Okay, it might have been for the traps then. This is interesting. Could go for that. I could upgrade Kyoshka. I like using Kyoshka a lot. Shigure no Mai. Launch into a powerful spinning slash. Inflicts stun on user. Interesting. I like this. Very high damage. I'm gonna upgrade it again. Let's see, Shoma. Okay, I don't have resources for anything. I don't think. I might go on a hunt actually. Yeah, I feel like we are in need of some resources. Last time the fire extinguishers were like temporarily unavailable, so I believe they're back now. Yep. And now we can use the entire team except these two. Alright, so let's have our girl Kyoshka here. You know what? Let's get the entire second academy crew. Well, wait, we should target things. Okay, so Kurata can get minerals and machines. I'm kind of needing a lot of machines here, so I think I'm gonna take. I didn't want to take Kyoshka off, so I'm gonna keep Kurata. But I'm gonna have to take you off. Yeah, I could go Nozomi, actually. All the ladies. Yep.
Hustle! Hustle!
Hustle, hustle. Last time I nearly died in exploration. Gotta be a little careful. And now we can go to the other areas as well, which we already had, but you know. Let me view the area. Yeah, there it is, but I think the area you can go to is at the far east, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna try and go in there, actually. I don't have anything in the east, unfortunately. Oh, this is the closest, I think. Alright, so you have to get to... Yeah, it's pretty far still. So you have to go up, right, and up. Alright. Various mushrooms are growing on a fallen tree. Some of them might be useful. Pick the fire-looking red ones. You plucked the red mushroom, but then looked to the side and noticed an animal that had eaten the mushroom lying dead. Seems it's poisonous. Alright. Ooh, got those machines. You activated a time bomb. Do something or it will explode. Get Tsubasa to defuse it. Oh no, I don't have Tsubasa. Run as fast as you can. Go back one spaces. Got scrap part. Okay, that's fine. Decide to simply run far from the bomb as quickly as possible. Kaboom! You managed to escape before getting caught in the explosion.
Look what I found.
I like the idea that we could like use Tsubasa to defuse it. That's cute. You'll find plants growing outside an empty house. Some of them might be useful. Take a large pumpkin. Got a big pumpkin. By cutting through the vines, looks like it could be valuable crafting material.
Yes!
You see a small drone stuck up a tree. You might be able to scrap it for parts. Throw stone to knock it down. Perfect shot. You managed to recover the drone once it hit the ground. It was broken, but it seemed usable as crafting material. Nice.
We did it.
You find a plushie abandoned on the roadside. It looks like an invader. Sure is creepy. Attack it? You're up to push apart. You should be able to use the remaining scraps as crafting material. Damn it.
Here, I found this.
Is there any chests around here that we could go for? Nah, I don't think so. I do want that purple, the purple, gears here. You see a large piece of cloth in the middle of the road. It looks like there's something underneath it. Look under the cloth. Oh, gosh. The moment you remove cloth, a huge explosion engulfed the surrounding area. Apparently, it was a trap. Okay, nice. That's what I was looking for. A runaway dump truck suddenly hurtles towards you. What the heck? Jump out of the way. Jesus! Jumped to the side, but it was too late. You were sent flying. Got a large tire. God. Okay, there's a star down, right? Yeah, but if I go down... Yeah, if I go down here, I'll have to, like, do all of this and then go there. But I feel like it's better to go for the star than just go to the next area. There's a level 4 fire. Yeah. Let's get the star. Let's go for the star and then return to... Oh, checkpoint's pretty far away. Can return to that checkpoint, I guess. Try to play it safe. You find lots of abandoned home appliances. You might be able to dismantle them for parts. Dismantle a washing machine. Okay, you open the washing machine to disassemble it when you're greeted by a putrid stench. It was so foul that Nozomi puked a little. I wonder how that would have affected Tsubasa then. Okay, my party is dying. Jesus. They're not doing fine at all. This might be dangerous. Learn and move on. My God! You mindlessly made your way forward until a path became desolate. You're able to pick up crafting materials along the way, but it was a tough journey. But what it was... But was it... I think there's a typo there. Remember that you can also use monster spaces to heal with Nozomi. It carries to the bird. Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Oh, that's brilliant. Didn't think of that for some reason.
Here's something.
In that case, oh, I'm definitely taking that. You're a genius, dude. I didn't think of that.
I can still fight! I'll patch you up!
Thanks.
Thank you! I'll never surrender! All good!
You have my thanks.
Ready as I'll ever be! I've got you!
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
So like Kurata is one of the best allies to have in this in these explorations, because that really saves your butt. I think I'm just gonna play it safe.
Here we go. Time to use it. Good to go.
Oops.
Ready when you are. Time to use it.
I'll put an end to this! This is what you deserve!
Took me a while to notice. Can I help you deal with the randomness of the exploration? Yeah, definitely a smart strategy.
Say when.
Actually, I think I can cook with
Leave
Kyoshka
it to
here.
me.
I think they're set up Nah, they're not set up exactly for that. All right.
I've got this.
You know what?
Time for action!
Let us begin.
Ah,
Let's do this.
let's do the basics. Or do we?
Here. Say when. Ha! All right.
2 arms! Flash! Leave it to me. You've left yourself open! My apologies.
Kneel before me! Unsightly beast! I've got this!
I think I'm just gonna
My turn at
place another one. Why not?
Baboon!
Just have fun with this. Oh wait, it can only have 2. Interesting. Okay.
Let us begin.
Kurata's literally like
Flash!
pulling up Bob the Builder here.
Here's something.
Kurata the Builder, can we build? I didn't exactly mean to do that, I just misclicked. I wanted to see the board before. Oh,
Onward.
Kyoshka, you're up. Hold on. They're never in a perfect position for that, are they? Yeah, but I can't kill this guy.
Here we go.
Kneel before me!
Two arms!
I feel like that might be a little too much, though. I quite like this because it kills a bunch of them.
Yeah! I've got you.
Say when.
Because then I can use Takumi to do this.
Yeah. Let's go.
And then this.
Yeah. Got it.
Leave it to me. Let's put this to use.
Because then I can do this right here. Actually, I could do it from here, I believe.
Hiya!
Yeah, because then I do Shigure no Mai.
Net, net.
Oh, nice.
I'm burnt out.
Oh, she gets tired. All right. Am I tired of me and stunned? Okay, didn't count on that.
Say when. Ready when you are. This should do it. Good to go. There. I've got this. Here.
Good to know, though. Good to know.
We did it.
Okay, you're basically full. So that's okay. The star just stops us either way. So let's just go for it.
What a fascinating find.
Nice, yeah. So yeah, now we just go back. We can just go full left, or we could go up. I feel like up is closer. So 5 is gonna bring us there. Nice. Really don't need to find anything else. You see several mannequins on a display window. Their outfits look pretty stylish. Maybe we should take one. Take the lacy outfit. Wow. Try to forcefully move the clothes from the mannequin. Instead, you cause it to topple over and crush you.
I picked this one up.
You see a mummy on the roadside. What in the world is it doing there? Take it to the accessories. Beautiful ring adorned the mummy's finger. It looked usable as crafting material, so you took it.
Look what I found.
No. And boom. And exploration.
We best head back.
Yes, we best. Alright, got a bunch of machine parts, which is what I was looking for. And good thing we also got some red fragments as well.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. The day's already over, and just like the announcement says, we've got no idea when the next attack might be. But when it does come, I'll be ready. I'll fight with all my might to protect the school. I guess I'll call it a night. Getting enough rest is a part of being prepared, too. I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and within a few minutes, I found myself drifting into deep sleep. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Hey, Karawa?
Interesting song. That's a new one.
Yeah? What is it?
Could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
Maybe you should ask Kiyoshika for help.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
Oh boy, stop with the fucking meta. This is crazy. This line is actually fucking crazy.
No fair.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
Fair enough.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
Probably a book about Earth.
It's about the world outside
Yeah.
the complex.
That again?
Yeah, always about the outside world with her.
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days? Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago.
Gotta give it to her, VA. She's so talented.
At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book a million times already.
Interesting. So yeah, it really is a situation where like the Earth is such a far world because we're closed off for so long that we don't even like it's not even a part of our life anymore. No one cares about it except Karuha. Right? So it is an interesting thing.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
Did you guys know about world death, perchance?
No, I think there's more to it than that. The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
This is a mind fuck, man. So I assume you guys knew about world death based on everything you said.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
Seriously though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
That's right.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head. And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
This is really interesting.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
I knew he was gonna say that. I almost said it myself.
Nah, that'll never happen.
Well, I know a couple of games that did that.
Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games, you know?
Not the video games.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does math have to be so hard?
Isn't math like my highest graded subject right now? Ironically. Of course they're covering it. Yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy if the world is actually fucking fine? And like everything about world death was just made up? And these guys are like some sort of experiments on a simulated reality or something?
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine!
Because it is weird. It's such a weird setup because I can't trust anything. I need to take everything with a grain of salt. Especially Karuha. Right? And Nigo, because, like, if you think about it, all the truth we know kind of comes from Karuha and Nigo. and a little bit of Siri. And these are not the most trustworthy characters by any stretch of the imagination. And a little bit of Shoma as well, I guess. And Shoma is kind of the one I trust the most. So I do think the stuff he remembers, like how little it is trustworthy. However, there might be things that not even he is aware of. That's the problem. It's like it might literally flip the entire perspective on the entire perspective on what we know. Sounds like a game I played before. Oh, I do wonder which game you're talking about. Haha.
Get ready for your 47th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Get ready for your 47th day of active service.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm all the okay, this song. All the exposition we're getting is really making me question a bunch of things, and I appreciate that. 'Cause everything is so weird, and the more we learn, the more weird it gets. Like, what the fuck? Like, the Earth decided to kill itself? Like, it's just so weird. It almost feels like a story that is made up deliberately, absurdly, and nonsensically because these people are so detached from the Earth that they would not even know what the Earth is capable of, physically speaking. So they would completely buy the story of the world killing itself. Does that make any sense? I think you can see where I'm coming from, right? So it really just is a mindfuck, man. Because it's such a silly thought. How ironic. I never felt any kind of interest in the outside world, but I'm the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they even want to live on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Kadawa would love it, that's for sure. If you can make it through these 100 days, I can make that happen. Right? What would life be like for us then? I can't even imagine it. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. As for today, I'll start by going to the cafeteria. I'm pretty hungry. Hello, Yagamo. Good morning. Hey, Otakami. I was thinking, since we're friends now and all, how'd you like to throw away your humanity and get in on my experiments? It only hurt for a second.
Hey!
I told you, I'm perfectly fine the way I am. Love the guy. Ah, hello, Nozomi. What is up, girlfriend? Good morning, Takumi. On your way to the cafeteria? Yeah, and hey, thanks for telling us all that stuff yesterday. I'm sorry it took us so long. I just wish we knew more about World Death. Nico never went into much detail with us. We do know it caused a lot of natural disasters, but could the Undying Flames be a side effect of it too? I don't think so. However, I will say, I do remember Nigo saying that the second to last Defense Academy did not have the Undying Flames because the thing generating the flames ... And he didn't explain it further. So I kind of think there is a possibility that the thing we're protecting inside the last Defense Academy has something to do with the Undying Flames. But I don't know how into that theory I am. Maybe they're effective at keeping the invaders out because they come from the same source. But that's just speculation on my part. Interesting theory, though. It would make a kind of sense if it wasn't, though. Oh, new pose? We never saw her sideways, did we? Thanks. Well, I better get going. I'll see you later. Nozomi might not be as cautious around me as she used to be, but there's still a sense of distance between us. I don't think we're at the stage where I can start asking her about Katawa and parallel universes just yet. There's also the idea that she's just pretending not to know about Katawa, and deep down she knows about you. And it's almost like it was a master plan for her to just be here and pretend she doesn't know Takumi or Katawa as part of some bigger scenario, and hence why she would bring up the possibility of you meeting her one day and she having amnesia. Because that was such a sus scene when you two were at the restaurant. There's so many sus things here. Katawa and Nozomi are so weird. The cafeteria is more full than I'd seen it in a while. Main campus and second campus, fighters and non-fighters, they were all there. Sure is busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this, though. Almost like we're a real class. No offense, but if I had to go to school with these weirdos, I'd never make it to graduation.
Don't worry, Gaku. You're less of a classmate and more like a slave who happened to come in through the wrong door.
What kind of school would keep slaves on its grounds? I think it'd make a great class. All these strong personalities make it more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi? Yeah, maybe. Just when I feel like I'm starting to get used to Nozomi, I dream about Katawa, and now I'm uncomfortable all over again. We learned a lot. Yo, like, that line felt so... It felt like a throwaway line at first, but now I'm thinking of this like, what the fuck? Huh. Weird. There might be some truth to that. We learned a lot about world death yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. You taking a break today? Yes, we can always train a little later, and it's worth it to get to talk to everyone. I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stinks! What? Oh no, not whatever vapid inspirational statement you were about to make, Mr. Outski. I mean, there's an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotting fruit and armpit sweat. Holy shit.
Hey, that's my curry you're talking about. You're gonna ruin everyone's first impression of it.
Damn, she made curry for us all.
Wait, you made more curry? Well, you looked so pathetic when you said how much you wanted to eat it again. I couldn't help myself.
What a tsundere.
Wait here, I'll go get it.
Kurata skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she set down in front of Gaku. It looks really tasty.
Prepare your taste buds for the ride of their life. Courtesy of the Otsuzaki family recipe, I expect you to eat it all, even the plate.
I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry's kind of heavy for breakfast.
Oh, you unrefined little mole rat. What is it like to live so totally unaware of the world around you? I've adjusted the flavor to make it suitable for a morning meal. Now, hold on to your ass, because this is going to send you into orbit.
Come on, I bet it's not that great. just fucking takes off like a rocket later. Despite his protests, Gaku scooped up a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth.
This is amazing!
What the fuck? Oh boy. My delicious. What is this fucking face? Looks something like straight out of Doraemon, doesn't it? And maybe the guy in his t-shirt might, like the little monster in his t-shirt might be a reference to Doraemon. The taste smells mild at first, but then you realize it doesn't need to flaunt its spiciness. It just lets itself spread throughout your mouth subtly, demurely. But then the after effect hits you, and it's like a fireworks display of flavor. Sweet and savor bursting in one after another, perfectly balanced so neither overpowers the other. The more you eat, the stronger the spiciness gets until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast it creates with the simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. And don't even get me started on the texture. The sauce is so creamy, the meat is so tender. I can't stop eating, my body's desperate for more. Slow down, I can't keep up with all this information.
This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow down before its superior pedigree.
Yes, ma'am.
It's really all that? Hey man, let me try some. Just one bite.
Me too. How much curry do you guys think it is in little doughs?
Back off! This is mine! Thieves! All of you! You won't take my precious from me!
No one can resist the allure of old Suzuki curry. Very well. You may all partake of my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. Form an orderly line there.
Is it going to be like this every morning from now on? Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie might help improve their teamwork. Yeah, I guess you're right. Do you mind if I ask you something?
What is it?
When you were a kid, did you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing? Yes, actually. I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it would be great to see it with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting. The lively mood lasted all through breakfast. Eventually, the group dispersed and I headed back to my room. Anytime I talk to Nozomi, it just raises more questions about her and Karuha. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different, but then Nozomi will come out with something I've heard Karuha say before, practically word for word. Are they really parallel versions of each other? I seriously can't think of anything else that would explain it. I'm no use racking my brain about this. I'll try to talk to her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? Very saucy stuff. Alright, so I will give a brief pause to eat something, and then we're gonna come back for some more 100-line action. And I want to make it to day 50 today. I want to see what goes down on day 50. Alright, so let me just, no, I don't mean load. I mean save. So yeah, give me just, a couple minutes, maybe 25 or something, and I'll be back after I had a nice meal. So, yeah, BRB. Man, I feel like my dinner breaks just keep getting longer and longer every time. There will be a point where the dinner break is gonna be longer than the actual stream. Alright, so now can we talk to Showman in the bathroom? I don't think so. He's in the library though. But we've been to the library before, so let's just talk to someone. Oh, I definitely want to talk to Nozomi. Hey girls. Takumi, would you like to get some food with me? I've decided to eat only egg dishes for lunch from now on. Today is egg porridge. That sounds pretty nice. You sure love eggs. It's more than that. I feel like I remember my mom when I eat eggs. Why? Because she made you omelets? Huh? Your mom? And there Nozomi goes on about her mom as well, just like fucking Karuha, brother. She was a really busy person, just like Karuha's mom. So she didn't often make meals for me. So she would just prepare some eggs for you. But when she had time, she'd whip up something with egg in it. Aw, cute. She'd tell me that egg dishes were the most efficient out there, since they cook in just a few minutes. Actually, I fucking agree with that. Like, no joke, I am not a cook. I can barely cook anything. So, like, whenever I just need a meal to not starve and there's no, like, I don't want to order anything, I literally make whatever I can with eggs. Because it's the easiest thing, it's quick, and it tastes good enough. And sometimes it can even taste wonderful. Right? I love mixed eggs in particular. When I eat anything with egg, I think of my mom's proud face as she cooked in the kitchen. She wasn't all that good at cooking, but sometimes she'd be so pleased with herself. Gosh, she was such a pain. Nozomi looked rather happy as she talked about her mom while eating her egg porridge. I usually do after tables and her cleaning, so yeah, it can take more time. Ah, okay, I see. Well, fair enough then. You experienced unlocked the keyword memories. Calculation went up by 6. Hey, getting that ironically, or rather fittingly, I am getting my math up while talking to Nozomi. But yeah, quite honestly though, I feel like I just wish I could do these streams without having to take breaks to eat. Because the timing for everything is just too weird for me. So like I can't eat before it, I can't eat after it because then it's too late. So I'm really am in a tough spot. Let's see. What medicines shall we concoct today? I do like the agility potions. I feel like I'm gonna go for that. Defense potion I don't use much. So, actually I might just talk to Yugamo. However, now that I have pretty much everyone except Ima and Kako unlocked, I would like to make gifts for them. What would Yugamo like? Hang on. Horomonyaki. Mystery of Mankind, Wrestling Mag. Of course, the Occult Mag. A magazine about phenomena such as psychic events, UFOs, UMAs, and more. There's no telling if any of it's true. The sexy magazine, I know Dotami would like that. A magazine filled with sexy photos that will rock a young man's world. Not even sealed in a black bag. I feel like Gaku would also get a good time with that. A plain looking journal designed with spaces for text, photos, and other fun things. Protein powder. Possibly for Takemaru. Might be for Kurata. However, I would imagine her curries have all sorts of very refined ingredients, so I don't know. It's the camera. Okay, now this one is fun. Oh, I like this one. Because this is a gift in another game. And the sprite is so similar too. Can be used for torture or to fulfill some kind of fetishistic urge. Dotami would love this. Oh my god. Oh my god, I wish a friend of mine was in the chat right now, because he would get a kick out of this one. Hairband, earrings, high heels. Maybe he would like earrings. So it's the punk style perfectly. He might actually be into that. Tools. Oh, okay. That's the one. He's definitely gonna get a kick out of that.
This excites me so much, I might accidentally kill you on impulse.
Okay, I forgot this was voice acted. Nice.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night, Sir Siri.
Huh?
We made it through another day. Our last battle was still pretty recent, so there probably won't be another for a while. But this is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I better rest up for whatever tomorrow brings. I fell asleep surprisingly easily that night. Compared to when I first got here, the absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threat of enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place. But was that a good thing? Good question. I don't know if I can answer that myself.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 48th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Huh?
Morning already. Better head over to the cafeteria. Hey, girlfriend.
I can't take it anymore.
Everyone's gotten over their differences, and they're all getting along better than ever.
I can't even kill myself to spice things up. I just come right back again. Maybe it would be better if I did die for real. No one needs poor old Dotomy anymore.
Holy shit. I'm so emotionally exhausted. All I can do is cry. I think I'd rather not get involved in whatever that is. She probably just needs to get it out of her system. I mean, that too, but just like I talked earlier with Dotomy, it's an interesting case where, like, actually the tranquility of everything and the lack of something stimulating to keep her brain distracted from her traumas and whatnot is actually bringing her to a breaking point, right? So she kind of feels imprisoned. The fact that she can't have anything to kind of push away those thoughts and emotions is driving her nuts. And in her case, those things end up being extreme and very violent things.
Why am I not allowed to talk to the others? I want to make friends too.
Huh?
I want to come out of my shell. I want to change.
Still mumbling to herself, Kako wandered off toward the cafeteria. Oh man, I'm so interested. I'm so interested in what her defiance is gonna make to Ima. I'm so interested. Because when I met Ima, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my favorite boy. And then I met Yugamo, which kind of deflated that argument. But, I just know that Kazutaka Kodaka is gonna cook so hard with Ima. I just know, I just have a feeling. I don't think there's anyone here. Yeah, no. So let's just go to the cafeteria. Ah, my favorite song. Man. This song is so good. My god. When I got to the cafeteria, everyone else was already there, chatting pleasantly over their morning meal.
So, Shoma, I've been wondering, what actually powers your robot suit? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like? I think it runs on Hemo Animal, and sorry, I don't really know all that much about how it fits together. Maybe you can summon it for me sometime. I'd love to take a closer look at it. Tsubasa, please, you shouldn't get so close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls. Aw, I bet it's not that bad. It's not, is it? Is this the price of your power, Sir Shoma? Did you have to make a vow never to allow yourself to be touched by a woman unless she bests you in a fair battle? I feel like I know what she's referencing, but at the same time I can't put my finger on it. But in the midst of all that merriment, two figures remained steadfastly silent, Ima and Kaka. They're awfully quiet today, even for them. I stared toward Ima and Kaka, but before I could reach them, another voice called out to me. Nozomi? Oh, Aotsuki. Takumi, do you have a minute? It's important. Okay. The game is not even letting me talk to the others anymore. When we're supposed to talk to one character. Hang on, I think I got a burp coming in. Jesus. I almost let out my entire dinner.
I would have to make another dinner break because I'd have to eat it again. What's up, Ato? It's about what we discussed before. You know, my theory about how we all got here. Oh, did you find out anything new? Not exactly. Okay. I know this will sound weird in light of what I said before, but I don't think we're dealing with a parallel universe after all. Yeah, that was never something I bought. Never. I had a feeling you were on the right track with parallel universes, but more in terms of simulation and real world, rather than parallel universes altogether. And I feel like the biggest reason why you would think we're living in parallel universes is the fact that Nozomi and Karuha seem to be two separate people. However, I am 50% leaning against the idea that Karuha and Nozomi are the same person, and Karuha had some sort of role to play in this entire ordeal as someone else, right? Maybe she's like an overseer of sorts, and yeah, she's just pretending to not know Takumi or Karuha, right? I don't know. And the other half of me is leaning towards the idea that one of them is fabricated. Very likely Karuha, if that's the case. After we learned about world death yesterday, I did a lot of thinking. We're here fighting the invaders to make it safe for the remnants of humanity. Swear to God, like the moment I read the word remnants, I got fucking PTSD. I had to stop for a sec. We're here fighting the invaders to make it safe for the remnants of humanity to move out of the Tokyo residential complex, right? So the complex and the academy don't exist in different worlds like we originally thought. It's just that one is on the surface while the other is underground. When you think about it that way, the idea that we've been transported to a parallel universe starts to look less credible than it did before. One more thing. I've been asking everyone about their lives in the complex, trying to build up a more complete picture. If we really were in a parallel universe now, it wouldn't be out of the question for some of us to have originally come from different versions of the TRC. Oh my God, we're actually bringing this up. One of my long-running theories. We all lived in different TRCs, didn't we? Oh, okay. Fair enough, I guess. But I still feel like some parts of our lives there are still blocked. We don't remember everything. Because how did we not know about the Kamakura Hospital? Only Shoma, despite us all going there. So some part of our memories is still fuzzy. But so far as I can tell, our accounts line up perfectly. There's no doubt that we all came from the same place. Okay, but there's still stuff we can't explain, right? Stuff that supported the parallel universe theory? You mean the connection between Nozomi and your old friend Karuha? I'm afraid I'm no closer to solving that mystery. Right now, I can only assume that their likeliness to each other is a coincidence, or that they're the same person and something's gone wrong with their memory. Those are our options now? There's no way this is just a coincidence. In that case, yeah, the only other option. When you say something's gone wrong, do you mean... Oh gosh. Oh gosh, why did she butt into our conversation almost like she knew we were talking about her and she wanted to talk to us and interrupt us before we arrived at some breaking conclusion and figured out the truth? Nozomi, what the fuck is up with you, Nozomi? She's growing on me. I love this pose in particular, it's so cute. She reminds me... I don't know exactly who she reminds me of. Never mind. Hey, you two. What are you whispering about over here? What? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. That's right. We're just having a normal conversation. Nothing suspicious here. You know, saying that only makes it seem more suspicious, right? Anyway, all this completely normal conversation is giving me an appetite. Let's dig in. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Eito and I give our attention wholeheartedly to our food in a vain attempt to throw Nozomi off our trail. Feeling bloated from scarfing down so much so quickly, I went back to my room to let my stomach settle. What is gonna happen on day 50? I'm so curious. Now that I think about it, Eito's probably right. Knowing what we do now, there's no reason to think our residential complex exists in a totally different world from this one. But then, how do you explain Nozomi and Karuha? Coincidence, amnesia? I mean, yeah, up until now, I was also thinking that we lived in different TRCs, but it seems like that's not the case according to Eito, since he talked to everyone. So good to get that out of the way. But yeah, it still doesn't explain Nozomi and Karuha. However, I do think they're the same person, and I don't think something has gone wrong or made her lost her memory. I'm more fond of the idea that Nozomi is Karuha. She's fully aware of it, and Karuha herself knew that she would be Nozomi. She's just playing her part on something bigger. Now, what is that bigger thing? I don't know. And I do feel like we're following false truths. Because I had this whole idea that the TRC that we lived was completely fake. And quite honestly, we can't be completely sure that it wasn't. We haven't gotten full confirmations, right? And there's still, like, the thing about the pods that were in the academy that throws me off. It's so weird. There's so many things. I almost wonder if the place we were stationed at really was the Kamakura Hospital, or if it was right here. Because it certainly is awkward. There's a lot of things that really don't add up. Man, like, this is a type of game where, like, of course I want to keep playing, but I also like to think. So, like, if I keep thinking, I will not play this, and I will not finish this game this year, because this game is fucking 12 billion years long. And for all I know, we're still in the prologue. I seriously feel like we're gonna get, like, the opening of the game after day 100, right? Because I like thinking, like, the game is giving me some interesting food for thought. I do like coming up with theories, but I also need to play. But a lot of these things are going to linger in my mind after I close the game. So maybe next time I'm going to have something more interesting to say. Even if we do fit on one of those explanations, how are we supposed to prove it? If I asked Nozomi about it directly, it would only put her on the back foot again. She's finally started getting comfortable around me. I don't want to jeopardize that. Once I get like this, it's hard to think about anything else. I'm starting to wish Eito never shared his theory with me in the first place. I need to do something to take my mind off this. How should I spend my free time today? Alright, she's supposed to be here. What else? How does that work? Isn't this the south? Yeah, this is supposed to be the south. And she's not here. How weird. This map makes no sense. But fair enough, I guess. Oops, sorry. I'd like to hear more about your childhood friend next time. You said she looked just like me? Yeah. You have to be the same person. I find it hard to believe you could be anyone else. What do we do? Oh, we have new missions on the VR thingy. Let's train. After unlock Shoma, we have more stuff to do here. Probably 2 new quests, I assume. 1, okay, perfect. This one is 3 stars though. Combat memories. Takumi Sumino, Takemaru Yakshiji, Hiriko Shizuhara, interesting. Darmiya Mamiya, Eito Atsuki, Tsubasa Kawana, Gaku Maruko, Shoma Ginzaki, Nozomi Kirifuji. Basically everyone. Everyone except Moko. Alright, how is this going to work? Oh my god. Okay, so just those 2 generators. And a bunch of enemies. Hey girl! Long time no see.
Alright, let's get started.
I'll go, if you can stand me.
Hang on. Let's examine this and see what the best course of action is.
Let me handle it.
It's killing game time!
That's a lot of enemies.
Let's do this.
Alright, Kyoshika's right here. This ignores the fence, so I would like to use it.
My best won't be much, but still.
Okay, we could do that.
Oh, sorry.
Then Kyoshika could
2 arms!
Jumonji's lash these 2. That guy though. I should eliminate the ones near it. Yugamo?
I'm good to go.
I'm ready whenever.
Let's go!
Where's Tsubasa? There she is.
Locked and loaded!
Oh, I should have passed with her before. Oh wait, no, I can do that actually. Yeah, okay, I think I'm safe to do this.
Leave it to me.
Kyoshika can do this.
Flash!
and then do it again.
Let us begin. Nen! I've got you!
Now let's try doing some work over here.
It's killing game time!
Prepped and ready.
I got this!
I would like to have some voltage here.
I'll go, if you can stand me. I hope I'm doing this right.
I'll take care of this! This will show them! Make way! Let's try one of these! My turn at last! Make way! This will show them! I'll put an end to this! Let's try one of these! Make way!
Let's freaking go! Here you go! Let me at him! Bang, bang, bang!
I'm good whenever!
Let's do this! I guess it's my turn. Yes, leave it to me.
Here we go! Does it hurt? Ouch!
Nice.
I'll do what little I can.
Yeah, these three are stunned, okay.
We better get moving.
I'll try not to run away!
I can't even see his attack.
It's
All right, Dadami.
game time!
Get me some voltage. She would be very vulnerable here, though. I feel like my best course of action is something like this.
take care of this? This is what you deserve! I'll put an end to this! Seriously depressing.
Let me handle it.
Okay, this is interesting. Would get 3 AP. Let me see Shoma.
I'll do what little I can.
That's a 9. Oh, but I can give him a...
Don't expect much from me.
Can give him attack potion.
Yeah. I can do this much.
I think the best place to use that would be near, like near where Hiroko is, because then I get all of those. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Whenever.
I'll go. I'll try not to run away.
Time for battle.
Yeah, I think Hiroko is just gonna have to dash this one.
Don't expect much from my best won't be much, but still.
Here we go.
I'll defend all of you! Yes!
Because then a Kyoshka can finish him off, right? Because he's like alone. Yep.
Banzai!
And these guys, I don't have to worry about them. Now, as for you, I definitely have to worry about you. I should be more concerned with this area.
Let's give it to him.
Locked and loaded!
I can't wait. Ready when you are.
I'm not finding exactly what I want to do here.
Fine.
This one stuns me. I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna play it safe here.
Uncouth baboon!
I guess it's my turn.
I think having 8 over here would be such a big help. So I'm gonna move him here.
I'm taking the wheel!
say when. Good to go. Time to use it.
Time for action. I'll set it up.
Just watch me. Give it to him.
Let's see. Okay, this guy really took one for the for his team.
My body! Uh-oh. Ah!
Jesus Christ, Dotomy.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh my god, I can't believe Dotomy is out. Oh, this is so sad. I might not get the S rank because of that. Alright, Ato, what can you do here?
Let me handle it.
We better get moving.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Definitely going for that.
Allow me to take them down.
Got it.
Nice.
Nice. Now you. What do I do about you?
Let's do this. This should do it. Good to go.
That's almost perfect. Yeah, that was a really good one.
I'm good whenever.
Ready whenever.
I could use... I mean, I shouldn't have done that on Takumi then.
My turn.
Time to move.
Forget that Hiroko is like a beast. I have 10 AP though. I can like throw a party here.
Let's do
So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Takemoto this guy up. And this one is a bit more annoying.
Let's freaking go.
Make way! I'll take care of this.
Inflict stun on target. Does that mean he does not recover his HP? Because if so, this is interesting. Let's try that. I want to know. Oh, it does. Wait, is that the guy who? Yeah. Okay. So that counters it. That counters it. Beautiful. Wait, no. That's not what I want to do. Scum.
Hauling ass.
All right.
Full throttle. Oh yeah.
Good Ato ult. Yeah.
Just watch me.
Alright, Gaku, you can just dash around here. Wait, I need to check. So this is, yeah. Just want to make sure. Kurata is in the position I want it to be. Honestly though, these guys might not be my issue right now. Should take care of this.
Let's go.
And I think I'm gonna...
Now then,
Honestly, I think I'm gonna use my girl here.
die. Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. How unsatisfied.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, Tsubasa can take care of most of those, I think.
I'm good to go.
Let's see, Yugamu. Ah, nothing works out perfectly. It's like, it's a little annoying. Let's see, Takemaru.
Freaking go!
No, what about Gaku? That's not a good Gaku ult. Gaku can reach them, place him in a green tile, and then select one of the red ones.
Prepped and ready.
What do you mean? Oh my god, wait. Am I stupid? Like, I feel like there's many things about the mechanics of this game that I just am not understanding. What the fuck? I could play so... My god, I feel so embarrassed. I'm sorry for my incompetence. Like, there's so many things about this game that are completely, like, going over my head in terms of the gameplay. And this is not normal for me. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm just baffled that I didn't know about this. I didn't know I could do that. I thought... I'm so stupid, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know what you mean. Now I know at least. But it's so weird. How did I not know about that?
Leave it to me.
Because the game did go over it, I believe.
Take this. I'm good whenever. Out of the way.
Good to go.
There. I'll take care of this.
Prepped and ready. Just watch me.
Tsuru is not very clear about the mechanic.
Say
I
when.
see.
Ready when you are.
I think Kyoshika can kill those two. No? Maybe not. Alright, I'll have Tsubasa. Hang on.
I'm good whenever.
Let me see if I can do something better with her. No, I can't. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna take the punches, honestly. I'm gonna kill these two and take the punches over there.
Ready when you are. Hi-ya! Leave it to me.
I do feel like we're not gonna get an S because I let Darumi die, unfortunately. Darumi's another one with a lot of range, but only after placing her in a green. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't even test that night right now because she's dead.
My turn at last. Watch it learn.
Okay, what did I get from this? Definitely not an S. Although I have been surprised at how many S's I have been getting, being completely terrible. Yeah, there it is. Of course. Okay, that was interesting. At least I learned this mechanic. Thank you for explaining that to me, because, yeah, the game... I don't know if I was just stupid, or if the game was just not clear, like you said. Because I do take a little bit of pride in my understanding of things. And when there's a lack of that, it does startle me a bit. Alright, we could talk to Takemaru, actually. I kind of dig the thought. But it's been a while since we've talked to Tsubasa. Let's go hang out with her. Actually, the game wants you to kill your units. Got a nice kill. Fair enough.
Oh, hang on. Did you come use the gift to use the gift-o-matic to talk me? I came to make some sanitizer wipes with the gift-o-matic. And also a mop, and a bucket, and rubber gloves, and a plastic bag. Jesus Christ.
Huh?
So basically a set of cleaning supplies. Are you doing some tidying up?
Yeah, it's been a while, so I got it everywhere.
Damn. Poor girl. God, whatever. Jesus Christ, Takumi. Okay, this makes me feel better about my fucking stupid pea brain. Because I got a stupider pea-brained idiot in front of me.
Come on, you know about my condition.
Right, she must have puked for some reason. I know she can't help it because of her condition, but it's gotta suck to have to do all that cleaning whenever she gets sick. Your experience unlocked the keyword clean. Nice talk.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
And if anything, Adoreli's like Dadame wanted to die anyway, so I might have just made her favor.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Another day gone. Time sure flies when we're not fighting. Now that I'm alone, though, I can't help coming back to the Nozomikawa issue. I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. I got into bed, and with difficulty I cleared my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I could help it. And so the curtain fell on my 48th day at Last Defense Academy. Oh, we're so close. What is gonna happen at day 50, man? Something big will happen, I'm sure of it. Like, I don't mind... Today, I don't mind going to sleep a little late if it means I get to see something crazy unfolding.
Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 49th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Get ready for your 49th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
I love this guy.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Awesome. Everyone's probably meeting up in the cafeteria. I should get going too. Alright, Kako, do you have anything to say about how you want to be a fighter too? Let's see. Oh, surprisingly, Ima's the one who's here. Are you the only one out? Oh, Kako's in her room. Okay, Ima, what did you tell her? Ah, Mr. Sumino, perfect timing! Can I give you a message for the others? A message? What is it? Kako's not going to the cafeteria anymore? My dear sister and I... Oh, you too. And I won't be coming to the cafeteria for a while. I've decided we need to put some distance between ourselves and the rest of you. And that's because you're realizing that us, the entire group, is making Kako want to step out of your control more. And so, in order to get a grasp again at it, you're trying to distance us. Wow. That's vile. That's vile, Ima. In short, I'd like y'all to leave us alone. Huh? What do you mean? Your presence is having a pernicious influence on my dear sister, and I cannot allow that. Nothing personnel, kid. Imo left, flashing me the same carefree smile as always. What the heck was that about? What's going on with these two? Oh, and they're back to the same room. Ima's room. Ah, I like the detail that it's Ima's room, not Kako's room. That's interesting. By the way, I just realized that every room has like a little symbol based on who lives there. So in Hiriko we have the swords. In Darami we have whatever the fuck that is. Of course in Tsubasa we have the gear. Gaku we have a lotus flower, interestingly. In Nozomi we have the globe. That's cool. In Shomei we have the symbol that's on his shirt. And Kako and Ima, all the two have the same symbol. Yeah, Yugamo has the spider. God, Hiroko is so hot. Every time I look at her like slit dress, I'm like, Jesus Christ, those legs. Anyway. Anyway. I don't think there's anyone in the way, right? Yep. So let's just go. The cafeteria was full like it had been the last few days. Kako and Ima were the only ones missing. Aren't the twins coming today? I don't know. Should I go check on them?
I'd offer to do it, but I'm afraid a sight of me so early in the morning would ruin the entire day. I saw Ima earlier. He's fine. Said he wants to leave him and Kako alone for a while. Us to leave him and Kako alone for a while.
Come to think of it, he told me the same thing. Wonder what's gotten into him.
Something about us having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right?
Well, that's just rude.
Accurate, though. The walls are awfully thin around here, Kyoshka. I heard you and your sword going at it last night.
Wow. That's a lie. I was being so careful. What the fuck, Kyoshka? Oh my gosh. I can't wait to learn more about Kyoshka and how she came in touch with the Jumonji sword. Right? Because I feel like there's something really saucy here, because her relationship with this sword is so personal. I can't help but wonder, how the fuck did that even happen? That's a lie! I was being so careful, nobody could have heard me! You realize you just admitted you were up to something, right? Well, it's not like Kima's treating us like dirt is anything new. I say leave him be. Nothing any of us say. Oh my god. Nothing any of us say is gonna convince him to fight anyway. He's never isolated himself in Kako like this before, though. I think I'd better ask him about it next time I see him. Alright, good luck with that. Putting aside our concerns about the Tsukumo twins, we continue our breakfast without further incident. After a while, I decide to head back to my room. Even as things are quiet now, I shouldn't let my guard down. I have to be ready for the next attack whenever it does come. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Let's go to the library, man. I always find lots of interesting information in the library. Let's read social studies. Tokyo Residential Complex languages. I'll try reading this book today. Tokyo Residential Complex languages. The official language of the Tokyo Residential Complex is Japanese, and there are not many who speak other languages. There are some eccentrics who learn English and French as a hobby. The number of people who can speak a foreign language is probably less than 0.1% of the population. The Tokyo Residential Complex is a cultural sphere built on just one language. But the world was not always like this. Crossing national borders would often mean an inability to communicate. There was also a mix of people who spoke different languages even within the same country. People would work hard learning foreign languages at school or through courses in order to be able to interact with people from foreign cultures. People who speak a completely different language, that's hard to believe. Yeah, even still, at the same time, you have all those commanders who seem to communicate in some sort of fucking ritual devilish manner, and you can't grasp the idea. Ironic, Takumi. But that is interesting, right? The idea that we only had Japanese, less than 0.1% of the population knew other languages. I don't think any of our characters knows a second language, at least not that we know of. And we do have the invaders who are communicating in some sort of different language, and we cannot understand them. And there's also the issue with the ghost boy, who seems to try to speak to us, and sounds/words just don't come out of his mouth. Reading this book increased your observation by 5. That was an interesting little read. Let's finish that book. Like, honestly, I don't think I have anything better to do. Oh my god, I want to talk to Kyoshika. Never mind. I do have something better to do. Hello, Sir Takumi. Would you like to eat some snacks with me? Prithee, this cafeteria rocks! It's a dream to have unlimited access to Anmitsu. When I lived alone in the mountains with my grandpa, I was only rarely permitted to eat sweets. It must have been hard living in the mountains like that. I don't imagine you have a lot of convenience stores around. Forget convenience stores! We don't have a supermarket or schools or anything at all. We fended for ourselves except for whenever traveling salespeople would drop by. Naturally, that meant no Anmitsu or any such thing. Whenever I wanted a sweet treat, I would suckle on the nectar of the nearby flowers. Wow. 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 Like, that is unfathomable to me. I'd often accidentally sip on a poisonous one, and I'd foam at the mouth and pass out cheeses. Often? I enjoyed the cafeteria Zanmitsu as I listened to Kyoshika's survival stories. Sweet. Okay, that's pretty wild, girl. Oh my god, we're going into day 50, brother. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Looks like I made it through another day. I got the feeling things won't stay this peaceful for much longer. I looked up suddenly, startled out of my thoughts. Nothing had really happened, but I sensed something. Was it my imagination, or was there someone just outside my door? Who is it? Is there a ghost boy? It's been a while. I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell. But when I got outside, is this Yugamu maybe? Oh, it was just the rain. There was nobody there. Guess I was just imagining it. No, I felt so sure though. Or maybe the ghost boy indeed was here. Oh, and it's raining too. It's really coming down hard. Raindrops were pelting the rooftop all around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it.
Come to think of it, I might be wrong on that, but isn't the rain kind of coming right after the ghost boy shows up or something?
Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
And let me guess, Nozomi is out there watching the rain because she enjoys it, right? I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. The moon! Ah, the moon! Of course. That big rock again. Weird. It looks bigger than it was before. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
I guess that must be the moon. The one Katawa wanted to see so badly. Is it fake? Oh my god!
What's that? Looks
Okay.
like there's something mechanical.
Okay. What the shit? Oh my god, I got chills. Like, oh my god, the transition from me just like pointing out a possibility and then the game immediately confirming that is wild. Okay, I kind of lost it for a sec. Like, Jesus. It's the fucking Death Star. Brother, okay, what does that mean, though? Is this like an invader? Is this like some sort of mothership again? Maybe it's not the moon. Maybe we're just... What the fuck? Or is the moon actually fake? But why would you only notice that now? I feel like this is some sort of invader, commander, mothership thingy. I don't think that's the moon at all. But if it is the moon, and that brings all sorts of questions to the table. What's that? It looks like there's something mechanical on the
What's
surface.
that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
This is not the moon, is it? It's a commander, right? That's the... Huh. I'm trying to analyze his clothes to see if I can discern anything. It feels like it looks like his heart is like drawn on his shirt. I don't know what to make of it.
You again? When did you...
It's trying to tell me something just like before. I still can't hear a thing. I wonder if it's trying to warn us about the invasion, because that's what happened the other time, right after he appeared and invasion came up.
Never mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time. Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hideko going missing.
You're making assumptions, Takumi, but I do feel like you have your reasons to doubt him. Because honestly, who else could it be, right?
You were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the commanders?
Or one of us.
You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Just as I lunged forward to grapple with the fiery invader, there was a sound like the sky ripping apart in a blinding flash of light. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. My foot came down on the slick ground at a weird angle, and I lost my balance. The next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked out. Holy shit.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
And like I think the thing that's like bugging me the most is a text that appeared on the screen. That's the blank. Cause that has appeared before. And also at a moment where you looked up at the sky. I might want to pull up my notes, cause I do think I have something written on that. Yeah. It was also, I think, when Takumi was looking at the moon, because like my notes say, like this is exactly verbatim what my notes say. On the night of day 2, after a dream of Karuha in kindergarten, Takumi couldn't remember the moon's name and sees a flaming person on the roof. That's what's written down in my notes. Right? Those are notes from like one of the first sessions of the game. It might even be the first session. So really interesting stuff. I wonder what that blank word was. Because like now I can't... I feel like that was Takumi's thoughts. And like it's almost like he has seen that metallic shape somewhere. It's like in his memory, buried, and he can't exactly remember it. But if that's the case, then that's really interesting. Because if there's a part of his memory that's like locked up, then that implies that he could have lived so many things that we are not even aware of. And of course he is not aware of because they're like blocked in his memory. Interesting.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks, you're halfway there. Like a lizard on a chair. You're stepped in blood so far, returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation.
Okay.
I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave soldiers.
Oh?
I'll give them to you in person, so come find me in the cafeteria.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, what the actual shit? Is not. Is he actually gonna show up? I wouldn't put it past this game. Honestly. I came to lying on the cold, hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. Day 5, congrats, thank you! Day 5, day 50. I swear to God, man, I feel like we're still in the prologue of this game. Because if we look at the gallery, we can't access it here for whatever reason. But, like, there's 8 pages of artwork, and we're still in the middle of the first page. So, there's so much game still. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I got there. But then it all came rushing back. The invader made of undying flames appeared again last night. That's right, he attacked me. What was that weird technique he used? It looks like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then... Aren't you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Yato. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I've never seen lightning before. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It was probably just lightning. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Instant death? That's what I read. Oh, that's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here for as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So all that was just natural? It wasn't even an attack? But then why did I wonder if this guy right here is like the soul of the earth, right? Because like if we, you know, assuming the entire story about Earth just like killing itself is real, what if this guy is like the soul of the earth, the personification of the Earth's will, and is here to do something? But the problem with that is like, well, if he is that, then why is he seemingly trying to help us and not end our lives, right? Because if he's right here, he could just kill us off, and that would be that. So I don't know about that, but it's an interesting thought. Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you a breakfast if you like. I don't mind taking the trip tithe for you. That's what friends are for, right? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. With a reluctant smile, Eito went on ahead. Was Takumi struck by lightning? I forgot. Yeah, apparently. It's probably because of the lightning rod he has on his head. On his hair. Fucking ahoge. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did I end up passing out until morning? Yeah, certainly is weird. How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night, so lunged for the fiery invader, but there was a flashlight and loud bang, and then I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? Guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless, though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Because it was not trying to. It was trying to warn you about something. Because I'm almost thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, this is an interesting thought. Like, bear with me here. So, earlier in the game, we had this moment where Takumi was feeling like so tired, so tired at night, where like he couldn't even control his body. His body just like brought itself to sleep on its own. And then he had the flashbacky dream. So I was under the assumption that something was controlling him so intensely that it was like taking over his body, and I had the idea that might have had something to do with the hemoenema he had been infusing onto himself. However, with the newfound exposition we've had so far, what if the lightning bolts are the things that are causing them to not pass out really, but like to get to sleep, and then have those flashback memories. But the weird thing is that this time we didn't have any memories, so that's interesting. But maybe those lightning bolts are meant to make us go to sleep, right? Now the weird thing is that Eito saw the lightning bolt, so if he saw the lightning bolt, that either implies that he is not affected by it, or that Yeah, it implies that he's not affected by it. But it might just be a case where, like, he saw it and then went to sleep. I don't know exactly what I mean by this, but it does feel off, because if the idea is that the lightning bolts are like what causes us to go to sleep, then how would have he seen it? Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. They're probably out in the cafeteria already. Alright, I can't wait to see if Siray's there. I'm gonna lose my mind if Siray's here. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened. The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, it's a little on the play side, but I like that it's got a ton of space.
Why are there cages there, though? I didn't see any animals. With cages that big, we could keep an invader or two. I'd make it nice and comfy for them.
Invaders are our enemies, not pets.
Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gift? No! Everything is lies! Everything is lies!
There's not much we can do about it. Siray isn't here anymore.
What'd you think it was gonna give us? The announcement made it sound pretty special.
Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy, so perhaps...
A new set of torture instruments?
Collars with bombs in them?
Oh my fucking god.
You two are the only ones that want something like that.
Nah, I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck I'd miss out on getting it.
I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the tumult.
Yeah!
Everyone! Can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to...
Of course.
Before I could go on, I was cut off by a blaring siren.
The alarm!
The invaders are back already?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
Oh yeah, he does like the... or something like that. It's so fun. It's one of the best sighs I've ever heard.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Oh, seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this. No fair springing another one on us this early. I'm gonna hurl.
No matter how many times I hear the siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Let's go, everyone. If the invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do.
Come and watch the masses to the war room. Right, let's do it.
Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Telling them about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind.
Oh damn, we get to move. Alright. I think there's any reason to stall.
Alright, hang on. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there, kick some ass.
Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something is not right.
What you mean?
Yugama pointed to the monitor.
There's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Whoa. What the fuck? Are they camouflaged, maybe? Or did Siri somehow... But Siri is not unauthorized, though. What the fuck? It couldn't be Hiroko either, because Hiroko is not unauthorized. So I think they're using some sort of camouflage.
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders? Don't tell me that was a false alarm. They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something. Look, what's that? There.
Oh yeah, there's something. No, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Is that Hiroko or Moko?
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
Might be one of the two.
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get a closer look.
From this angle, looks like Hiroko. Tsubasa pressed a few buttons and the image on the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details. It's Moko!
A wrestler?
It's Moko!
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
Oh my god!
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
That's Moko?
Holy shit. I mean, this is so weird. Why would she suddenly come here? Did she, like, escape? How, though? I'm so curious. We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there. It looks like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. That's a relief. I've got to say, though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? Yes, this is Moko Majira, our friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. I always knew she'd be alright. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what chance did the invaders have? Interesting. So that's what she was. So maybe she like is in combat she's gonna be like great for like one-on-one damage, I assume. So it's not just a costume. She's an actual wrestler. I wonder how she got through that wall of fire, though. Maybe she followed some invaders in. Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeated them before they could use it, then went through herself. Jesus Christ, what a goat! Yeah, seriously. But that would mean she defeated the whole squad by herself. Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now, too. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. It's a great theory, actually. If Moko is that strong, having her on our team is going to do wonders for our morale. I somehow feel like something else is going to happen. It's not going to be so easy to work with her. I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone so long. She was like, this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugamo, Kyoshika, and Kurara clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Look, she's opening her eyes.
Huh?
Hey, Moko. You somehow have the same bowl haircut than Shoma.
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know? You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
I like her already.
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue.
Does that mean you don't get fatigued in battle?
All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She knows the meaning of that word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
With the last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp.
She's okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely.
At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. And now that she's on school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though.
I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She wouldn't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you.
Right. Okay. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Once we are tied, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief.
This is such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her own way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her a lot longer. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy.
Almost too easy, honestly. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn. Hey, about the battle when Moko got captured, what exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down.
That's fine. I guess I did just scheme over it before. When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you've told me, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. It's thanks to her that we learned to work as a real team. We'd never have made it this far if it weren't for her.
I wish we'd had someone like that here. Hey, that someone might be you, Takumi.
But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in battle and then some. She'd blow through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once. Okay, I love the Final Fantasy VI reference. This is so good. Oh my god, I'm so happy I got that reference. Oh wow, this is so fucking funny. What a nod.
She is wrestling moves on invaders? That is amazing.
But then, on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy, and they executed it perfectly.
What kind of strategy?
They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take them long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshiko were all dead.
Jesus.
Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to
My
repair
God.
it, was captured.
Okay, this is fucked.
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school. Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
Damn. I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and throw him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left and... That's when they captured her, huh? Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. That commander must have used its brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. She must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her, alright. Seeing her again, I can't help but getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way here on her own, she's so amazing. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me though. How did she escape? And how did you find us? I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. Yeah, it feels too good. It's... I'm not gonna throw any wild theories in the air before we get to hear from her, but I do have some thoughts. Nozomi and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. And that was day 50 at Last Defense Academy. We didn't find any invaders, but we still had plenty to think about. Alright, so that's Moko. Very interesting story, I like to hear it. Just, yeah, it really showed the importance of her.
Up troops, time to rise and shine!
And yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. Because yeah, I just wanted to get through to day 15, and I don't want to sleep too late today because I've not been getting enough sleep the past week. So yeah, very fun session. Wow, this was really interesting. I love the session. And the amount of exposition we got here was so good. The entire thing about the World Death event, right? And I don't really buy necessarily what they told us, but it is interesting to hear some explanation for that. The Ghost Boy is certainly a weird position, like a weird character in all of this. I don't know what to make of him. However, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what to say about Ghost Boy. I do have a weird theory, but it's such a speculative theory that I don't want to say it. Because I really don't have anything to base that on yet. It's just gut feeling. So I'm not going to say it. If I get more evidence to support it, I'm definitely going to say it. But as of now, I don't know. Really good session. Yeah. Had a lot of fun as well. Like, yeah, getting to learn all that history about the Tokyo Residential Complex. Finally getting some answers in regards to that. And also, you know, Moko here, learning a little bit of her story as well. I'm very excited for her to wake up, to see her in battle, because I think she's going to be a crazy good fighter. And also learn more about her, talk to her. I feel like she's going to be a really fun character to hang out with. So yeah,
I'm excited for more. We made it through we made it halfway through the game already, or definitely not, but we made it halfway through the 100 days. But in terms of the game, we're not even out of the prologue, I assume. So yeah, calling it right here. That was a very fun session. Thank you so much, Etherealist, for coming by. Thank you for blessing the stream with your presence, and hope to see you next time. So have a good night, day, or whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.